I'd like to welcome all of you to our very last paid training for our co-founder training that we're going to be doing for the year 2025. And I've already got my eye on the year 2026. I'm already there. So today in this meeting, I hope you'll join me there in 2026. So I'm already there and I want to talk to you about that today. So this is our last paid training. So let's go ahead and open up the chat. And for those of you that are qualified for paid training, go ahead and put your wallet address in to get paid. The next time we'll get together for paid training will be in January. I believe that's going to be the 7th. Let me take another look here. It'll be the 8th. Okay, so Thursday, January 8th will be our next paid training. And so we're going to be just taking a little bit of a holiday break, if you will, from paid training. I'll still be meeting with you guys one-on-one, little group settings. I'll still be doing that. But this is the end for the paid training for this year. So there you go. Um, all right. So as I think about 2026, it comes back to um, passion for me. And then I hope to instill in all of you a very deep desire to pursue your passions, whatever they might be, and find that pool funding is just a resource for you to access as needed to make your passions the reality that you want them to be. And I want you to give yourself permission to believe you can, to believe it will happen, to believe that whatever might be between you and what you really like to be doing will you'll find a way to overcome. So, we're big on leverage here in pool funding. And I want 2026 to be that year that pool funding discovers its individual parts through you, and that I, as the founder, start to take more of I joined the choir. You know, it's not about me. It's not about how much I shine or what I can do. You know, in many ways, I've arrived. So I want to empower all of you, and I want you to have your dreams, whatever they might be, come true. But I think the word passion makes it more clear what I'm trying to help you do. If you can identify that which excites you, if you can identify it, you have a starting point. If you can label it, if you can put a name to it, you can call it out. And then from there, then you've got the little inward battle. Okay. Trust me, when I talk about this inward battle, we all have it, including myself. Because when you're faced with a great passion, then you also tend to be hardest on yourself in the face of such a great passion. And you got to deal with self-doubt. Okay. But give yourself permission to win. Okay. That's how you beat doubt. You don't have to have proof. You just have to give permission. Guys, did you guys know that? You don't have to prove anything. You just got to believe. That's it. And what's going to happen is as you pursue a passion, it's a daily conquest. And it's each day is another inch forward, on such things. But when I look at 2026, I'm looking at a beautiful choir that I'm just one member of a beautiful choir, each one with a unique passion coming forward from them, through them, in them, and being expressed in a way that's almost musical. That's you I'm talking about. You and you and you. It's you. But please give yourself permission to believe. I think that's the one thing that holds most people back. If you ask me, why don't people live the lives they want to live? It's because they haven't given themselves permission to live it. They have come up with reasons why they're not qualified, not good enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough, da di da di da di da di da. It just goes on and on. Okay. I'm telling you, all those things are so, those are the untrue. All those things that we tell ourselves why we can't do something, they're not true. None of them are true. You know, I mean, for every person you say that that's true for, there's always an example of someone that says, well, look at that one. I mean, if that person can do it, then why can't you do it? I mean, they did it. Why can't you? Right? There's always going to be examples like that. And I think you guys want to be that example. And that's why you come here, because there's something better around the corner. I was having a conversation, a telephone call just before I got on to the Zoom call tonight. And we were talking about, when this thing develops a year from now with all the resources, I'm going to dig deeper into that in this call today. But when that all unfolds and we unleash the funds into your wallet and we'll have relationships with like an Aave, one of these major platforms where you can borrow massive quantities of money. PML is just a tasting, it's a sampling of what's to come. PML, that's what that's for, is give people the experience of using digital assets as collateral to get money, right? And we can do that on a large scale. That's the whole plan here, guys. And it's only a year away. So we'll be talking about it next holiday season because it'll be unleashed about that same time. And you'll be set for life. Think about it. So in some cases, what people do is they go, okay, well, yeah, I'll be set for life. Then I just need to wait for that, right? That's a big mistake. Okay, really big mistake. The waiting is a killer. Okay. All right. So what's going on? I'm getting a message from my personal assistant. Hang on a second. Okay, I think it's just on your. Am I lagging for you guys? Is my internet connection? My is it
Yeah,
my
there's a bit of a lag in your voice every once in a while.
Okay, let me just check my Wi-Fi, make sure it's still on the right one. It's on the right one. It is what it is. I probably have too many tabs open, but I'm using a hotspot. I miss my fiber in the Philippines. All right. Anyway, get excited about you. Okay? Let me repeat that. Get excited about you. 2026 is brand new year. Okay? We haven't even had one day of it yet. It's coming. That's a whole year to unfold, a whole year to blossom, to become. something that you're excited about. But you got to get excited about something, especially if you think that thing can help other people. So if you actually have something that is exciting and it can help other people, not just you, then you're really on to something here. Now you've got something that can turn into a cause. It could turn into a business. It could turn into something that generates revenue for everyone. Okay, another spoke in the wheel, if you will. Okay. You know you're on to that one thing, whatever it might be, if you actually feel excited. If you put things in front of you like, oh, I really care about the homeless, right? I hear that all the time, by the way. I care about the homeless. Okay. But for you, as much as you might care about that, does it excite you? And if not, then you haven't found your passion. The homeless are not your passion. Okay. The element of excitement is key to knowing if it's your passion or not. Now, for me, freedom, that's my passion. Okay. I mean, I am Mr. Freedom. Okay. That's who I am. And I could talk to you for days on the subject, whether we're talking, about, the freedom from, you know, oppressive government, or we're talking about financial freedom, or we're talking about, the idea of just living your life totally free. And I look forward to the day. I haven't done this yet, but the day's coming soon. I look forward to the day when I'll just randomly walk into an airport, bags packed already, but have no idea where I'm going, and yet leave that airport on a plane. Okay? I'm looking for that's freedom. Okay? So I can go layer upon layer upon layer on the subject of freedom. That's my passion. Can you hear it in my voice? You feel my enthusiasm for it?
Yes.
Now, yeah, I would love to see the day that there's no such thing as homelessness in the world. Would love it. And I really hope that somebody among us that's their thing, because somebody's got to take point on all of these things. Okay. But I want each of you to search within yourself. For some of you, I don't know, it could be something as random as like dance. Maybe that means a lot to you. That you just want to dance and you want to empower other people to dance, and great. Definitely lots of opportunity there, you know? And I'm just pulling something random, okay? It doesn't have to be the earth-shattering, you know, like cosmic, gigantic. If it's your passion, that's what matters, okay? It's not about size, it's about excitement, okay? So it's not like can you come up with the biggest possible idea? No. Can you come up with the thing that excites you the most? Yes. That is what you need to do when you look at 2026. Think about how you're going to pursue that, and pool funding is there to support it. Pool funding becomes now a set of resources for your passion. And when we open up the marketplace, it might be a place for you to advertise your passion and grow it with the existing members that we have. Okay. I mean, I see so many things coming in 2026. I couldn't name them all in one meeting, but in my mind, they're there. Right? I see all, I mean, my head's really spinning with all the stuff I see. But I'm looking forward to joining the choir. I'm looking forward to seeing many of you coming forward with your passions, okay, and bringing them out and making them known, making them seen. And we can celebrate your milestones as they happen for you individually. We can celebrate those things together, and we can be open about this. We can tell each other what our passions are. Okay. Oh, let me also remind you about one thing. Okay. We're human. And let me throw that element in there for a twist. What you might be passionate about right now, 6 months from now, you may not be very passionate about it 6 months from now. Guess what? You're allowed to change your mind. Okay. In other words, the most important element here isn't the passion. No, the most important element here is you. That's it. You in pursuit of your passion, whatever it might be, and you're allowed to change up. You might be super excited about this here, but life has a way of like, next thing you know, you're really into something else. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. So don't worry about that human aspect. The only thing that matters here is how you feel. Okay. If you don't feel good, you're doing it wrong. Okay. In 2026, if you don't feel good, you are doing it wrong. That takes all the excuses out, doesn't it? You get the reward, you get to feel good, but you don't get the excuse that you can blame someone else for feeling bad. You can't blame me, the government, society, nothing. Because if you're in pursuit of your passion, you're going to feel great. You're going to love it. You're going to be loving every minute of it. You're going to love 2026. And it doesn't matter which war is happening or, all the turmoil of the world is going to happen regardless. That's just the backdrop. Your passion for you, that's in the forefront. That's your focus. That's what you are going to be dedicated to. And the noise of everything else is just in the background. And then you might find yourself getting excited about other people's excitement and being, pulled in. Hey, well, that's just how it goes. All right. I mean, we're not just one song people here. Okay. We all like different music. Okay. You know, we sing each other's songs. We enjoy that. Okay. And so if you find yourself getting excited by other people being excited about what they're being excited about, even though it's not what you're excited about, but you can see how excited they are about what they're excited about, and you love being around those people because they energize you, they make you feel great. 2026. That's what we're talking about. We want to feel great. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to feel great the whole year. Why not start on January 1st of 2026? Make that your first day to feel great. Okay. And make it clear like this is it. Shrink all of this down to you. Shrink the whole world down. Oh, I stopped there. Shrink the whole universe down. Shrink the whole universe down to you. And then it's going to cut both ways. You're going to basically say, okay, I'm going to own all this. I'm going to have it. Okay, it's all mine, but you're also responsible for it too. Okay. Now, I can tell you this, that if you're hurting people in any way, shape, or form, that it ain't gonna feel good. Okay. You know that doesn't work. So if you're pursuing your passion, I can guarantee you a real passion doesn't include hurting other people in any way, shape, or form. Okay. It doesn't fit. Those don't go together. Okay. So when you shrink it all down, the responsibility is that you're able to express yourself and your passion, and it's really not bothering anybody that you're excited about something. You're not really bringing anybody down. If anything, you're inspiring people. Okay. So you know you're on the right track if you know how to um if you know how to just take responsibility for all of it. Own the whole universe. Just take all of it in. Just say, all of this is going to work towards this passion happening. The expression of it, the experience of it, it's going to grow into something. It's going to start out small perhaps, and it's going to become bigger by the end of the year 2026. And by the time we unload all this stuff into your wallet a year from now, when you reset for life, maybe that passion is, developed well enough that it then can like it can change the whole universe. Your passion. Because coupled with the resources, why not? It would be a shame if the opposite happened, where you just like, I'm just gonna just sit back and watch this thing for a year. That's not passion. That's a grind. That's a painful, that's like dragging your butt on sandpaper, misery. Okay. Ouch. Okay. No, 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 no. You're going to want to be engaged. Engage yourself. Identify that thing that's going to make find your passion. If you're excited about it, you're on the right track. Just realize that the whole universe is there to help you, experience that passion and grow it within yourself to a point. And can it help other people? And if it can, then you'll be exploring that and finding resources wherever you can within pool funding and without pool funding, resources that can help you share the passion with others, even as perhaps as a business. Okay. Certainly, I'm or even as a cause. Okay. And everything is going to work out. It's going to work out great. All right. So does 2026 sound great? How does 2026 sound to you guys?
Fantastic.
Exciting. Yep, great.
Right.
All right. I'm glad to hear it. Let's
Awesome.
let's get into what's about to happen as we go into this final episode. Share screen. So keep in mind that this is going to happen on the 15th. So this total dollar value, in a single day, it's going to turn into the new coin value on the 15th, right? Whatever you see here, it's going to turn into this here. That's going to happen. Okay. Crazy, right? Going to happen. And, later on, after the end of the year, okay, so that's going to be the 15th of January, but a year from there, these numbers here, this number here has the potential of turning into this number here, given that you meet the qualifications of the co-founder bonus here. Okay. So that's where that number comes from. Okay. The co-founder bonus. It's important. Okay. So, certainly we have the mature value here. So without the co-founder bonus, you have that. These are all pretty big numbers still. I think most of you, if you look at your numbers here, pretty huge. And if you look at the holdings, like for a lot of people, if you look at PFS, for example, the people that will not come with us, they're going to lose their holdings, okay, on January 15th. All of it, all their holdings, not just on PFS, but also on PFI, PFB, anything they're holding. If they don't transition with us on that day, that's what they're losing forever. They'll never be able to claim it again. Okay. That's the deal. Okay. So we're giving people plenty of heads up on how this is working. Okay. So I don't know. Some people still asleep over here. Still got some people that are asleep. As far as I can tell, maybe like 100 of them. But 859 of you have awakened and said you're ready. Well, good, because the day's coming, and it's a powerful day where we go from total dollar value to a new coin dollar value in a single day. Okay, that's happening. But this kind of number over here, this is the set for life kind of number, especially coupled with an Aave. Okay, if we do like an Aave relationship here, they've lent out billions and they've taken in trillions in deposits. Okay, and they've paid out to lenders over $1 billion in interest. Okay, and they've originated loan balances in excess of 919 billion. Yeah, so there's people that come in big. Okay, you can see it on their network, and we'll have a relationship with someone like that a year from now. So the whole point is you want to hit the mark. Okay, so the mark is you and your passion, and having it develop into something that's got energy by the time you're set for life. Because probably the most dangerous thing we can do, the most dangerous game we can play is give a whole bunch of people that have meaningless lives a whole bunch of money, like millions and millions of dollars. Okay? That's like giving I got in trouble for saying this last time. A monkey a gun. Okay. We wouldn't give a chimpanzee a loaded gun, would we? But this is why I really want to make a point of this, that what you do matters. Okay. I'm trying to empower the individual in mass. That's what I want to do. Okay. I want to spread greater freedom at the individual level. But at the individual level, there is a responsibility. And so we need to make it so that if you're going to end up with, large quantities of resources, that you're in a position to, you know, make proper use of them. Okay. And if you don't have any passion at all in your life, then I'll be suspicious that you may not be ready for what we're going to put in your lap a year from now. Okay. That's why 2026 matters. That's why you matter. And if you're hearing this, it's because you're just one of those few chosen. So I don't think things happen randomly. I'm one of those people that doesn't believe in coincidence. Okay. I believe there's a reason we're together. I believe that this group is a special group. Okay. And we're all different. Okay. We have levels of self-confidence that vary, levels of experience that vary, but set all that aside and realize if we can focus on the passion and the excitement that goes with it and do something with it, okay? Make a plan. Start an idea. So here's the thing. Don't expect it to be all like given to you. Okay, like, well, here's a ready-made plan. Here's your plan to make your passion happen. It doesn't work like that. Let me tell you actually how it works. As soon as you identify the passion, then there's the next step or the next call to action. Within you is something divine. It's a guide. Okay. And it will tell you what to do, that next little step. It's almost like they drop a pebble in your path. And as you lean forward to grab that pebble off the path, as you lean forward to do that, the next pebble will appear. And then you go to the next one, and the next pebble after that will appear. But if you don't reach for that first pebble, you're not going to get the second or the third or those other pebbles are not going to show up. Why? Because you're waiting. It's not working. You're waiting. Too many people make the mistake of waiting. Can't wait. We're talking about you. We're not talking about me. For goodness sake, we're even not even talking about pool funding at this point. We're talking about you. We're talking about your passion. Okay? It's your life. You're going to waste a year and not be in pursuit of your passion? How many years have you already wasted that you gave excuses instead of results? You know, how many years have gone by where you were dissatisfied? How many years have you spent your life feeling bad? Hmm. I'm saying stop that. Okay. 2026 and what comes afterwards in 2027 with the big explosion of money that's going to land into your wallet with the ability to borrow against it in mass quantities. Okay. I want you to be ready for that moment. You have a year to get ready. You have a year to prepare yourself for, like a monumental moment in your life. But you can't wait to get there. You have to work at it. You got to grab that pebble. And when you see the next one, grab the next pebble. When you see the next one, grab the next pebble. And then along the way, if you find a distraction, like looking over here, you might have discovered a new passion. Sometimes the distractions are what we really want. Okay. So be open to that. Allow yourself permission to change your mind if you need to. The main thing is you got to keep you excited. You got to keep you going. You got to keep you doing something. That's it. It's you making you happen. I can't make you happen. You know, I can name presidents. They can't make you happen. I mean, I can name celebrities. They can't make you happen. Okay. But you can. You can make you happen. And that's what I want you to know that 2026 needs to be focused on that. Pool funding is a resource. We're going to have lots of amazing things happening in 2026 regarding, pool funding and where we're going with what we're trying to do here. You're going to see me become less of the main thing going on, and you, as a choir, are going to be coming forward. Okay? Can you guys picture that? Okay? Can you picture it? Where
Yes.
Yeah.
I am less and you are more, right? Because we're better as a choir. We're better. Okay? We'll grow much faster. We'll have more success. Okay? I mean, it just gets
You've already
boring.
learned.
It just gets boring hearing the same guy talk. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna want more. And I'm so excited about team development in 2026. So I'll be one of the things I'll be spending a lot of time developing teams. I think I've been dabbling up till now, developing teams in within you. Okay, up till now. But yeah, it's going to get explosive. I'm spending time going out and seeing the wells. Do you guys like the pictures on the Wall of Joy when I go see wells and things like that? You like that?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Talking about that, let me bring up another picture because I mentioned this to you before. I got it here. Let's see your share screen. Take a good look at this. This is a little blast from the past. Let's see here. Uh, Wall of Joy. I got to zip up to it. Had a great visit here. Bob. Bob's awesome. Great guy. All right. There we go. That's me right there, guys. Right there. See that? That's 12-year-old me right there. That's the one right there that read the book, Think and Grow Rich at that age. Think about that. That's what I looked like when I was reading that book the first time. First book I ever read from cover to cover that didn't have pictures in it. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. My younger brother, I was 12 here, he was 10, you know, the rest of the family. That's my mother. She passed away about 30 years ago. And my stepmom, she's great too. So they're all good women in my life. Anyway, so there you go. So I learned things way young, you know, that it was important to read and things like that and to uh have a certain way of thinking, Think and Grow Rich. It's in the title of the book, what the book's all about, you know. You want to be rich, so you got a certain way to think about it, you know. But see, I'm just want to be one member of the choir, okay? And you know what I'm talking about, it may not be in a book for you. I can tell you the passion is more of a heart thing, okay? When you're out pursuing a passion, it's really the heart that guides you. And then resources like books or whatever can come along that can assist, you know. Um, but some passions, you know, there might not be a book about it, you know, it might be that unique. You know, some passions can be very niche, very unique. And that's okay. That's okay. Okay. If that's what makes you excited, it's okay. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just saying that if you get like tens of millions of dollars over here in the beginning of 2027 and you don't know what to do with it, then you must not have heard this speech. You know, this is the speech you want to hear. Okay. Because it's gonna be up to you to make you happen. And I believe in you. Those of you that I'm looking at your faces here, and that you keep showing up. There's pretty solid, a little bit over 100 of you that are pretty darn solid. Your names show up every week. Many of you, your faces show up. Those on video come on the front screen. Okay, see you all the time. And you're all my friends. We're all friends here. And so, yeah, I really, really do care about you guys. And I'm excited about lighting you on fire. I want each of you to be lit with your passion. Like I want you to have a good day every day in 2026. I want you to feel great. And even, here's the thing, even when you are facing disappointments, when you pursue something and then a timeline has to shift, or, you missed a date, or you missed an appointment, or you missed something, or something you were hoping for, a partnership failed, whatever, those things happen, you know. But when you're passionate, those are just temporary, and you still feel good in spite of those things, because you're on fire from within, you know? So it's not the outside fire that makes you go. It's that inside fire, that passion. I really want you to get into it and find that passion. If you can do that, you're going to be ready for 2027, perhaps January 2027, when we're going to just dump like $10 million on your head, or maybe $100 million on your head. Who knows? It could be more, it could be less, but it's going to be a lot, and you'll be ready for it. You'll be ready because you would have been forged in the 365 days of 2026. It would have forged you into something greater than you are right now. And you'd be so much more proud of yourself, so much and happier, and you have something more to give, because you've become greater, the greater version of yourself. And you can do that again in 2027, only more. See, that's the great thing, is that each year can build on the next year, and can build on the next year, and so on and so on. And then, yeah, at the end of life, you go back and go, well, just how many passions did I pursue? Because you're going to find out it probably wasn't just one thing. Most of us will find out that, there's an array of different things that we pursued in our lifetime that made sense to us, each one of us at the individual level. Okay. Mr. Hunter, any profound words you want to share with us today?
Yeah, I just want to say to everyone, life's not about waiting for clear skies. It's about learning how to dance in the rain.
Oh, that's a nice one. You just come up with that?
I got it from somewhere. I have no idea where that's from, to be honest.
I like it because it's short and it's powerful. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Right.
Go ahead. Someone's saying something.
Oh, I just said I like that saying, Hunter.
Yeah, you go. There you
Nice
go.
saying.
So New Zealand's with you there. All right. Well, good deal. So let's see. We're going to be a two-tiered system. I think we're all ready for that. And I think we understand the importance of a two-tiered system, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta
Yes.
keep people separate. Those that cooperate, they'll be with those that cooperate and get all the benefits and rewards of being in that group. Those that fail to cooperate, well, we'll still have something to offer them, but they're gonna have to deal with the consequences of being in a group of people that don't cooperate. So, still some good can come out of that. It's just gonna be harder. Okay. I don't think I would like it in that group myself. I wouldn't want to be there myself, you know. But hey, for some people, I guess it'll serve those certain people that fall into it. And that's just better than just banning people outright and just like forever banning. We'll end up with like 2 million people that we've banned along the way, that just won't work. So the two-tiered system works better. So instead of banning a bunch of people, we're going to ban some, like some people that really hurt us here in the early stages, they're banned. But, we're not going to do that forever. A two-tiered system works better. All right. So I think that's it, guys. So that's it. This is it. I just say, let's be excited about 2026. And, I think we should wrap it up with that. Just say, I'm excited about 2026. How about that, Bridget? Some you say that.
I am excited about
Excited about
2026.
2026.
Excited about 2026.
Excited about 2026. I'm excited about 2026.
Excited about 2026.
I'm excited about 2026.